You reap what you sow. Building on the theme for the month, which is harvest. Today is the 20th day of October 2024, and I want us to look at this topic. Reap what you sow. Now, it is generally accepted and more or less like known that what you sow is what you reap. You sow evil, you harvest evil. You sow good, you harvest good. And it still goes even in agriculture, where the whole idea comes from is that when you sow corn, you harvest corn. You sow mangoes, you harvest mango. You cannot sow cassava and harvest yams. No, it's not. What you sow is what you reap. You get what you you give. All right. Now, but have you ever wondered what happens where you dedicate your life to doing good and at the end of the day you get rewarded with bad and evil? Have you ever wondered why you see certain individuals live their lives terribly, sowing evil, and yet at the end of the day, they get a better deal at the end of the day? Ever wonder that? I used to wonder that too until I got this insight, and I would love to share. Now, you've been doing this good to people. You've been kind, you've been generous, you've been caring, you've been accommodating, humble, and yet you don't get the people don't get patient with you. People don't get generous with you. People don't get not humble around you. People are not just kind to you, and you keep wondering what happened to all the good that you've sown. Right now, I just want to assure you that there is a way out, and a lot of people have there and are thinking that way, and it's important that I share this with you because it's a beautiful insight that I just found. All right, now the concept, the idea of good and the idea of bad is general. Generally, when you sow good generally, you get good. When you sow evil, generally, you reap evil. But when you come to specific good may be you're humble, you're kind, you're generous, you're nice, you're patient, all of that. This is good, right? And now evil is maybe you're a rapist, you're a liar, you're a backstabber, you're destructive, you're a kidnapper, and all of that, right? Now this is all bad. These are specifics, all under the umbrella of good, and all under the umbrella of bad, right? Now, but you specifically being generous to me, you will might be expecting me specifically to be generous back to you. That is the human way of thinking. But the divine way of thinking, or God's divine way of doing things, is not necessarily like that. Just because you're kind to me in a specific way does not mean I have to be kind to you in that specific way. Look, it does not even mean that I have to be kind to you. You know why? Because you're not even supposed to be kind to me for me. You're supposed to be kind to me for God's reason. You're supposed to be good and generous to people for God's purpose. When you're generous, be generous to someone for God's sake, not for the person's sake. And when you're good to someone for God's sake, you will not expect that same person to be generous back to you. You will not expect anybody to be generous to you because you didn't do it for generosity to return. You did it because you want the one in heaven to recognize you and say, "Good job, my child." And he rewards you in his own different and special way. He doesn't have to reward you with generosity. He might reward you with good health. He might reward you with peace of mind. He might reward you with understanding, with wisdom, with elevation, with serenity, with good friends, with happiness, with a good spouse. This is good. When someone is evil to you in a particular way, maybe they killed your child or stole your money. You don't expect them to get somebody else to steal their money or to kill their child. It doesn't really work like that. They might have children might even grow and be better than yours. They might even take in your only child and they may go on having 10 different more children and they're happy. But trust me, they are going to pay for that in a different way. God can decide to just take something out of their life as payment, recompense for that evil they must have done. So that answers the question where you keep doing this generosity thing and you're not getting anybody being generous to you. But unknown to you that the good health you're enjoying is because you've been generous. This person has been evil to people, and yet this person keeps getting away. Trust me, this person is not getting away with anything. He's paying dearly somehow, somewhere. If you check closely, you find out. So, in specific terms, do not do good in specific expectations in return with that specific good that you did. It wouldn't pan out well for you, especially if you're doing it for God. So, the divine arrangements, God in his own mysterious way rewards good and evil in his own special way. And we do not have to understand. We just have to trust and believe. And the master says this, and I quote, cast your bread upon the waters, for you shall find it. Now, when you cast bread literally on water, what happens? It gets absorbed and water takes it away and it disappears, right? But the master says you'll find it. And how do you find it? I don't know. You don't know. He knows, and he's going to get you to find them. So it's just the same thing as doing good, because casting your bread is like doing good upon the waters. So you just cast your bread upon the waters. Just do good to people randomly according to the dictates of the divine one. And that way you just spread your good and do not look back. Do not even expect this good back from people. Just go on doing it and just expect the rewarder of good to reward you. And he will reward you in his own special way. And especially in a way that you don't even expect and he didn't even know. So cast your bread upon the waters and just walk away. You will find it. I believe and I trust you will, and guarantee you will. So go out there and sow some good seeds and harvest some good harvest. And please do not sow evil, because you're certainly going to reap evil. I love you. Stay out of trouble. See you again next week on the sermon.